This week's silver special for Miles Franklin are pre-65 silver dimes and quarters for spot price. No premium attached. Go get yours right now while supplies last. Email info@milesfranklin.com. Let him know Slayer sent you. It helps me out. Andy Scheckman is the CEO, so you know we're legit. We also have gold and platinum specials right now. We have a massive inventory, great prices on everything. Hit us up, info@milesfranklin.com. Let him know Slayer sent you. Now let's jump into the video. All right, folks, thank you so much for tuning into your daily silver news. If you want the latest information of what's happening across the globe and how that affects the price of precious metals, make sure you click subscribe. Let's try to hit 108,000 subscribers by my birthday, which is July 21st. Now, this is big news, folks. You got to hear this. So the BRICS summit meeting was held in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, on July 6th and the 7th. Well, in that meeting, not only did Trump threaten the BRICS, saying, if you guys try to do anything to dismantle the US dollar, I'm going to throw 100% tariffs at you. Scared some of the countries off. They wouldn't even mention Trump's name. They would just talk around him when speaking about the United States. That's how much of a boogeyman he is to some of these other countries. But listen to this. Listen to this, folks. Silver. Chinese media were promoting cheaper alternatives to gold at the BRICS meeting. Looks like by manufacturing FOMO this year will be the final push, which is fear of missing out. So here is an article. Golden substitute is selling like hotcakes. The increase is higher than that of gold. And it's an article talking about silver. Since the beginning of this year, price of silver has been rising all the way, becoming the focus of attention in the global commodity market. In June, international spot price soared to over $37, hitting record highs with 10 plus years. So that was an article. So here's some context. For decades, Western banking institutions have treated silver as a strategic vulnerability, employing a range of tactics to suppress its price and discourage widespread ownership. And you'll hear that from banks. Like a couple of years ago when that billionaire from Texas that bought, all that silver, like 900,000 eagles, over 100,000 ounces of junk silver, she had such a hard time with the banks. And not only just that, I've heard other stories as well, even including myself. Like when I went to set up some stuff at my bank, they were urging me to take my precious metals, sell them, and put it in something along with their bank. I mean, the dollar is, or I guess I should say, silver is a direct threat to the dollar, right? It truly is. And that's why they're inversely correlated. The mainstream media has largely maintained a blackout on silver's true potential, further reinforcing the narrative that silver is an unworthy asset for the average person. And another example is the Hunt brothers, right? When those three billionaire brothers bought up all that silver, they tried to portray these guys as evil criminals trying to corner the market when really they understood silver's potential and opportunity, and you actually couldn't buy gold back then in 1980. But they pushed their money in silver, and they didn't want the public to realize these guys were actually making a smart financial decision, so push them as evil criminals, so then the people that hear the reasoning of why they bought all that silver, the truth wouldn't get out, right? So in stark contrast, China has recognized the unique value of silver and is now actively promoting it as the poor man's gold. And Russia actually did this as well. A couple months ago, came out that Russia's focusing on silver. India already has, right? Think about this. Now it's China. So we have Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, which is the BRICS, and other countries. But more and more countries in the BRICS are focusing on silver specifically. By encouraging retail investment and building strategic reserves, China is positioning itself to benefit from a surge in physical demand while Western markets remain mired in paper-based price suppression. And that is directly from the COMEX. So This shift in narrative is fueling a wave of retail FOMO, fear of missing out in China, as ordinary investors rush to acquire silver, sensing both its intrinsic value and its potential as a hedge against financial instability. And that's going to happen not just in China, but everywhere soon. The everyday person will understand and value silver. We will be the ones like, you know those people say, or I'm sure you might even said it yourself, I wish I bought Bitcoin back in 2015 when it was 5 pennies. People are going to be looking at us like that. But it just hasn't happened yet, so we still have that opportunity to buy Bitcoin at 5 pennies, theoretically speaking, with silver. Get what I'm saying? So as the old mechanisms of price control lose their grip, China's proactive stance is poised to reshape the global silver market. So here's some breaking news. Interesting article on Chinese media over the weekend, right before the BRICS summit in Rio, talking about cheaper alternatives to gold, which is silver and platinum, and are appreciating faster than gold. The article was published by multiple media outlets within the last 24 hours. Could it be an effort to encourage Chinese people to stack silver and platinum as well? I mean, it's not as direct as Putin coming out and literally saying they're focusing on silver specifically. But oh, and by the way, I have a clothing line, ag47apparel.com, and we have some new stuff in here. We have this Trump Trump holding an American Eagle. We have this AG47 hat, MK Ultra. We have this bunny smoking a cigar. It's from my second channel called Down the Rabbit Hole, where I investigate, crazy stories about whatever. But anyways, yeah, so that's what's going on right now. This is the article that came out. It's talking about soaring. It was from Sina.com, and this was posted on Twitter. So the article from Sina Finance, published on July 4th, 2025. Oh yeah, it was actually my channel's birthday. My channel's 10-year anniversary. I started my channel July 4th, 2015. Wow, I didn't even realize. I was so busy with July 4th for other reasons. But yeah, my channel is 10 years and 5 days old now. Explores the dramatic rise in silver and platinum prices, positioning them as new stars of the precious metals market, following in the footsteps of gold. Since the beginning of 2025, silver prices have soared, drawing significant attention from global investors and consumers alike. In June, the international spot price of silver broke through $37 an ounce, reaching its highest point in nearly a decade. Since 2011, so over a decade, well over a decade. In China's domestic market, the price of silver also surged past 8.46 yuan per gram, signaling robust momentum. This rapid price increase has sparked a new wave of investment and consumer enthusiasm for silver products. Sales of investment-grade silver bars and ingots have jumped by more than 40% compared to the same period last year. Wang Hongyan, an executive at a jewelry trading center, noted that June sales of investment silver bars were 20% higher than in May, with kilo bars and 500 gram bars being particularly popular among buyers. The market's seeing a mix of investors. Some are buying in anticipation of further price hikes, while others who purchased silver earlier now selling to lock in profits. Silver recycling companies report that buybacks are brisk, though they must carefully test and melt down its items to ensure purity. While counterfeit silver is relatively rare, it is not unheard of. And that is why you need to buy from Miles Franklin, folks. info@milesfranklin.com. Let them know Slayer sent you. That is a legit company. You don't got to worry about high prices, crazy premiums, because our junk silver literally has no premium, sold at spot price. And it's just if you want to, give back to real silver stackers like Andy Sheckman and I, you're not buying from some big corporation like AppMex. You're supporting Andy Sheckman, who works his butt off to support everyone who comes on my channel, and you're supporting me as well, someone who truly tries to give back to the community. So, I recommend maybe check us out. We have a huge inventory. So. And by the way, everyone who does support me, I genuinely appreciate you. You guys know, like, I'm a single father, and I bust my ass to give you guys daily videos, and it means a lot when you guys, purposely go out of your way to reach out to me or support me, even through Patreon. Like my Patreon or whatever. I appreciate it a lot. So, several factors are driving this surge in silver prices. This guy, I'm not going to even try to pronounce his name, Deputy Secretary General of the Gold and Silver Branch of China, Non-Ferrous Precious Metals Industry Association, explained in the global silver market has experienced a supply shortage for 5 consecutive years. At the same time, industrial demand for silver has increased sharply, particularly from high growth sectors such as new energy vehicles, AI, semiconductors, 5G, all which require significant amounts of silver for manufacturing. Looking ahead, the outlook for silver remains bullish. Although the price is currently at a technical resistance of 37, Lang believes this barrier could be easily overcome, especially with strong international capital flows. I mean, yeah, think about how big of a country China is and their population, GDP, and all of that. Just think about if they start, because I mean, China's already the biggest consumer of silver, or I mean, producer of silver. You have like in countries like Peru, Mexico, India, China, South Africa, even, these countries are huge producers. But if we start to see numbers like India, like what India's been pushing out buying silver lately, especially Russia and China doing this, that's a game changer. And the United States investment demand has been the highest it's been in a long time as well. So the expectation that the U.S. Federal Reserve will continue to cut interest rates, plus the injection of debt into the U.S. from the big, beautiful bill, both factors occurring for an extended period, will further support the rise of silver and other precious metals. Platinum also enjoyed a remarkable rally in 2025 after years of underperformance. Platinum prices have surged past 300 yuan per gram, with cumulative increase of more than 36% since the start of the year, outpacing even gold's gains. So yeah, in summary, the article highlights how silver and platinum have been the new darlings of the precious metals market in 2025. So yeah, there's other news. I really don't want to cover all this. Anyways, yeah. In other news, that news is go subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave a comment, watch all the way through. It really does matter. Audience retention time plays a huge part. Also liking, commenting, sharing it, and yeah. I love you all. Make sure you guys check out ag47apparel.com. Make sure you go to patreon.com/silverslayer if you want to become a part of the Secret Silver Society, a little secret group for silver stackers. We have like a chat in there, like a live chat, hang out in there. There's different tiers, like $5 a month, whatever, 15. It's just a way to kind of support me on the side, as YouTube is my main source of income, along with Miles Franklin as well. I stepped down from being a broker for now, so I'm not making it anywhere near as much from the sales, since I'm just like kind of promoting it for right now. I think that's the smarter decision, just trying to balance things out. I know I haven't really talked much about that, but yeah, that's kind of what I want to do, and Andy's been on full board. He said if I want to go back into that, no problem. He actually urged me to, but I was like, let me just chill for a second and, get back in the groove of things. Andy's been so supportive. I love that, man. That guy's helped me out more than you could ever imagine. So, yeah, if you guys want to support Andy and support myself, info@milesfranklin.com. Let him know Slayer sent you. Letting him know Slayer sent you doesn't charge any more at all. All it does is help me out. So yeah, it's not like if you don't mention me, you would get a cheaper price. That's not how it works. It would just go to the commission part, would just go to the company, not myself. So, and one last thing, I am partnered with American Medical Experts, which is a company that helps veterans receive medical benefits. And right now, from July 4th to the 14th, we are giving $200 off your Nexus letter. And there's free consultations through my MedLink, so check that out as well. It's my way to be able to help veterans. Over 17 million veterans aren't receiving the medical benefits they deserve, and the VA really isn't that helpful. So make sure you guys go check them out. It's a very good company. The people there are so nice. They're silver stackers as well, just patriots. They love my channel, and they said, they want to give back to the silver community, and they thought this partnership would be great. I don't take sponsorships, but this was like, you know what? Besides Miles Franklin, I will. I haven't taken any sponsorships since Miles Franklin, but I talked to Andy. I was like, look, like this has nothing to do with precious metals. It's not going to affect, any sales. This is just me being able to help veterans out, and Andy was like, sure, go, that's awesome, go ahead. So yeah, if you're a veteran and you know someone who is a veteran, this really could help. It really can. They help a lot of people. You can go through telehealth, so you don't have to go anywhere. You see a doctor through telehealth, and it's a great way to to maybe get the mental health or physical health disability that you need. And don't be too prideful not to. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.